Hello everybody, Neil back once again with another review for you. And today I'm going to be taking a look at The Last of Us on HBO, or Crave here in Canada. And spoilers, yes, there will be spoilers, so spoiler alert, you have been warned. Of course, I'm just going to be taking a look at episode 1, which is called When You're Lost in the Darkness. And this episode was directed by Craig Mazin, written by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, who of course are known for the video game. It is naturally adapted from that Sony video game, The Last of Us, by Naughty Dog, and it's very, very accurate to that story. In fact, it's very close adaptation so far. There's some very cool stuff going on in this show, although, I mean, yeah, right off the bat, you gotta say, oh, another zombie show. Well, they're not really zombies. They're not really zombies, but I guess the effect is the same in the end, so they essentially are zombies, kind of serving that same kind of purpose. They're infected, so look out. So yeah, I mean, the show starts with a little bit of a foreshadowing, this old TV show interview talking about fungus and how they could evolve to take over humankind and just take over our bodies completely, but keep us alive, yet take us over, and we're lost, and it's this horrible idea, but it comes true, unfortunately, in 2003. So first off, I'm going to mention the stars here before I get into the story too much. It stars Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself, and he plays Joel, the lead in this show, and Ellie is played by Bella Ramsey, who is Pedro's Game of Thrones co-star, of course, because they were both on Game of Thrones. Gabriel Luna plays his brother Tommy. He's from Terminator Dark Fate, if you remember him. He was the villain there. And Anna Torv from Fringe plays Tess as well. So some familiar faces here, but some nice casting. Very, very impressed with the acting as well so far, as well as the camera work. Many handheld shots here. Works really well for the chaotic action and suspense and everything. So, onto the story now. The story is, like I said, it's not quite zombies. It's a fungus, and it's this infection. And Joel, father of Sarah, he does all he can to get his daughter to safety, but sadly, she is killed by a soldier, just like in the game, just at the very start of the game there. So it's a pretty tragic beginning. It'd be interesting to see, what the reaction is of people that haven't seen the story of the game or haven't played the game at all, to see kind of how they were affected by this scene, because, yeah, Pascal was really good, certainly showing the emotion in that tragic scene. Now, we get a time jump 20 years later, in the year 2023, and we're in Boston, and Joel and his partner in crime, Tess, are running a smuggling operation, sleeping pills and things like that for cigarettes, and Tess winds up being robbed of this car battery that they really desperately needed to go and save Joel's brother Tommy, who seems to be in trouble. He's on the outskirts there and isolated, and they think that he's in big trouble. He's going to get surrounded. Now they try to get the battery back, but unfortunately it was damaged beyond repair. And Marlene, the leader of these Fireflies, this rebel group that opposes the Fedra, F-E-D-R-A, this is the military group that controls the whole compound in Boston. If you leave the compound, Fedra will actually hang you. They'll kill you. They'll execute you. It's pretty crazy, this whole state of martial law within this area. So, yeah, pretty sad what's become of Boston and the world as well, as the pandemic, this infection, fungus, has spread all across the world by this point. Now, Marlene is badly wounded, and she asks Joel to take Ellie, this girl that she, I guess, kidnapped, and we don't know why until she reveals that, oh, she's actually infected, this girl Ellie, but she doesn't turn. It's been a while now since she was infected, apparently. She's got this, weird mark on her arm, but she won't turn, so she's special, so maybe she's got the antibodies, right? That's kind of same old story where it's like, oh, well, maybe she's the cure and we need to keep her alive at all costs. And that does seem to be the case here. So they reluctantly agree, and the three of them wind up going off in search of supplies at the Massachusetts State House. And they leave the compound, very dangerous, to get into this biological contamination area to get away from the pursuing Fedra agents, the soldiers. And Joel's already killed one of them. It was this one that he knew that he was selling stuff to, and he had to kill him in order to get away. So yeah, some lines had to be crossed there. So that's pretty much how episode 1 ends, is that they're in this danger zone now, and they've got the Fedra after them, and we're gonna start seeing some other creepy, crazy characters in the next episode, I'm sure, and I can't wait. It's really leaves you wanting more. It is a very, very good show. It's, like I said, not quite a zombie show. Even if you're put off by zombie shows, you're tired of them by now. I know The Walking Dead was on for too long, and they mercifully ended last year with some new Walking Dead stuff coming that looks pretty good and interesting. But I don't know, if you're zombied out, this is a little different. This is a little bit different. I'm not quite zombied out. I don't think the world is zombied out yet, quite frankly. But this show is very, very good. It has a very brisk pace, a little different from the game that way, but sometimes it does match it quite well, especially in the beginning. The performances, yeah, very good, very intense. Love the camera work here, and the lighting and the shadows and everything is very nice. Some shows are too dark. They're just too darn dark. House of the Dragon, for example, good show, but just way too dark at times, in my opinion. You got to turn up the brightness on your TV for that show. Not here though. So even the dark scenes, at nighttime, they're well shot and well lit. So I was happy to see that. Yeah, like I said, it really does leave you wanting to watch more. I can't wait until the next episode, which drops on the 22nd, and then the next one I guess will be the 29th after that, and that may be it. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see if is that all the episodes we're getting. Maybe 3 episodes. Okay, well, that seems painfully short, but at the same time, maybe there'll be more. Probably will be more if these first 3 are a success. So yeah, it's really good. It's kind of creepy, especially at the beginning. It's not very scary, not yet, anyway. It is still just episode 1. There is one really creepy scene, though, with this old lady at the beginning, and they just think that she's just senile, but she winds up, making this weird, creepy face right before she turns, It was like, ugh. So, cool stuff. Yeah, they did a great job making this show. So, yeah, so far so good. I'm going to give The Last of Us a 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's just that darn good. It's a very, very good start. Okay, well, thank you so much, guys, for checking out this quick review of The Last of Us on HBO/Crave, Crave here in Canada. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, peace.